Planning to write IELTS in 2026. This video is for you. Let's jump right in. Okay, so I know that you have heard a lot about IELTS as a first time writer. You probably did your research and you saw so many things or heard so many things from your colleague. I've even heard things like even people that know English more than me are struggling with this exam. So, what's the hope that I can get the required score in just one sitting? Yes, you can. Or probably you've written the exam before and unfortunately you didn't get the band score that you want or that you need for your application. It is all right. You're in the right place because in this video, I'll be telling you how you can change your outcome and make this attempt of IELTS the last one that you would make. Okay, so let's jump right into it. I know how and I can resonate deeply with how frustrating preparing for IELTS can be because I was in your shoe few years ago. I booked for the exam about 6 months ahead, hoping that in those 6 months I will be able to prepare adequately for the exam. But unfortunately, I was getting frustrated because my scores were not just looking like what I wanted. Just like every Nigerian graduate, I wanted to go abroad for my master's and I needed to write an English proficiency exam. So I had to choose TOEFL or IELTS, and so I decided to write IELTS. But on downloading apps, trying different past questions, I realized that my score was not improved. I was stuck between 24 to 27, which for anyone that knows, that's like a 5.5, and a band 6 thereabouts. And the required band for my applications was a band 7. And so I was getting frustrated. And it was nearing like the exam date. So luckily enough, one day in the course of a conversation, I just realized that I had someone who had written the exam. And so she was able to give me all the guidance that I need to actually prepare for the exam the right way and, get the help in places where I was struggling. And thankfully, for my first attempt, I was able to get a band 8 overall. And consecutively, I have been able to get that same band 8 across the different modules of the exam, whether it is academic and general. And so the system that I used in preparing with the guidance of that my friend, I have now replicated it and I'm using it to teach other African professionals that are preparing for the exam. And so if this is what you want in terms of what should I do or what can I do better, then you want to sit in tight for this video. So I'll be sharing in this video 3 do's and 3 don'ts for preparing for your IELTS in 2026. Now let's start with the don'ts. First one, don't enter the exam hall without knowing or having a clue about what the exam is like. I know that, yes, you use English every day. They probably taught you in English. Probably that's the only language that you speak. But it's an exam and it has a format that is standard. It has certain things that you should know, like the timing. Oh, they do reading in just 1 hour. They do writing in 1 hour. You should know those things before you step into the exam hall. And so that you don't step into the exam hall and you're like, I don't know. Or let's say, for example, you don't know that listening, you're supposed to answer the question while listening to the audio. You should know those certain things because they will help you know what exactly you should expect in the exam hall. So don't enter the exam hall without knowing what the exam is all about. That's the first thing you should do. And I have a video on my channel here. I will link it above where you can watch what's the fundamental, like what's the exam all about. The video will tell you all about that. Now, the second don't that you shouldn't do is that don't be scared or anxious. I know that there are many sad stories out there about IELTS, how people that have written the exam numerous of times and yet probably a section or two is still keeping them stuck. Don't be scared. I want you to take your journey as your own personal journey, right? I want you to look at it as to, okay, this exam is standard, right? This exam it's a regular format. It's something that does not really change. So if I can prepare well for it, if I know what to expect, I can do well in the exam. And so for those of us that are wondering, I've written this exam before in the previous years. What's changing about the exam in 2026? Well, I have news for you. Nothing is changing. I know that you see so many videos out there that will tell you, watch this video to know what IELTS is doing in 2026. Actually, it is false, because most times if they are making changes to the exam, they would put out a public announcement on their website, which is www.ielts.org. So you want to check that out if they are making any changes to their curriculum or if they are changing anything about the exam. So nothing is changing, guys. And so what does that mean for your confidence level? What that means for your confidence level is that you can actually take this exam, go through things that have been done in the past, get the right knowledge about how to navigate each of the sections, and with that knowledge, practice well enough to make sure that, okay, I understand what to do in the exam hall. And that means that, yes, you can get that band 7 or is it band 8 that you need for the exam, in the exam that you want to write. All right, so don't be scared, don't be anxious. It is actually possible. You can get it on your first time. I have many students of mine who have gotten it in their first time. And so think of it as your own journey, and you are going to do all that it takes to make sure that whatever you're sitting for, the exam that you're sitting for, is a success. Now, let's dive right to the third thing you shouldn't do. Don't book your exam without knowing if you're ready or not. I know that there's that thing of, oh, it will pressurize me to prepare more. No, don't try. Don't try that, okay? You want to make sure that you know your level of preparation before you go to the exam or before you even book your dates. Hold on trying to book. Oh, I want to apply for PR. Oh, they told me that I need IELTS. Okay, 1 or 2. It's just English proficiency exam. Let me book in 2 weeks. Let me do it in 1 month. Oh, the deadline for the application is next month. I have to do it within next month. Don't do that. Actually know, like, what's my ability? This exam, do I know anything about it? Oh, okay, I know something about it. Okay, my performance, what is it like before you now book the exam? You should know that you're ready before you book, so that you don't waste your money on multiple attempts. Now, let's dive right into my 3 do's. And these 3 do's is taken from my FAILPROOF system that I've used to tutor over hundreds of African professionals. The first thing that you want to do is to take a mock test. That's the only way you're going to know your level of preparation, your level of your ability, right? You want to make sure that you take a mock test and understand, do I understand the exam? Do I know my struggles? Let's say for writing now, you discover, oh, I'm short of ideas. I don't know how to brainstorm for ideas. I don't know how to make my essay into 250 words. You know your struggle, so you know how to look for solution for it, right? Or let's say for listening. Okay, for listening, I usually get lost. I don't understand the accent, or especially when the conversation is between 3 people, I start getting confused. I don't know who's talking. You know your area of struggle. That is what a mock test will reveal to you. Or maybe you try the speaking and then you realize, I don't know how to build up my answer. Once they tell me the question, I just freeze and nothing comes to my brain. I don't know if to pause. Oh, every time I'm talking, I'm just saying and I don't have anything to say. It is when you know your area of struggle, you can now go to the second do. What's the second do? Get help that is structured to your weaknesses. I know you want to attend classes, but do you even know your weak area? And which is a question that I always ask students that are coming on board with me. What are your area of weaknesses? I don't want you to tell me Is everything. I don't understand everything. What exactly have you tried? What exactly are you struggling with? Or even if you say that you want to self-prepare, it makes it easier for you because you're not coming on YouTube and just searching IELTS, or you're just searching IELTS reading, and then you watch a lot of videos and you get confused. No, taking that mock test has helped you to establish your weakness. And so when you are looking for help, you know what exactly to type. Oh, struggling with accent in IELTS listening. Oh, okay, I'm struggling with true false not given. It makes what you are watching, it reduces the number, and it makes your preparation more effective. And so you also save time as well, especially for those of us, professionals. I want to be done in this exam in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, if possible, 6 weeks. This actually helps you to reduce the time that you use in preparation because you already know exactly what your struggle is. Now, what is the third thing that I want you to do? When you have gotten help, either by getting a coach or enrolling in a class, or maybe you are self-preparing, you watch videos, practice. Don't just learn, don't just watch videos. Actually practice what they are teaching you. And this is where I used to fight with some of my students. We teach, they go through the class. Where are your essays? Book your mock interviews for speaking. They are nowhere to be found. How do you know you've been able to get the information or you've been able to master what it is that they have taught you? So practice, practice, practice. Now, you'll notice that practice is not enough because most people will say, let me practice, and then they just get a lot of past questions, just like I did. No, you want to make sure that you actually get the right help, get the right knowledge, and know the right strategy that you are going to use. Now, an additional tip for you is that, okay, if you want to start on this journey, you're wondering where to start from, I have a 5-day free masterclass that is just to cover the fundamental of IELTS. What is IELTS all about? What does listening look like? What does reading look like? What do I need to know? What are the common mistakes that I should avoid? I mention all of that in my masterclass, and it's so detailed that each day is for each section. And so you're diving right into it, and it's not like you're getting a class, right? And many people have taken this class and they've used it to get their band 7, their band 8, and I love their success story. Another thing also that I have created to help you is a WhatsApp community. There you will get all the encouragement and the clarity that you need to prepare for your IELTS exam. So if these two things appeal to you, you want to click in the link in my bio, because this year I want to help 1,000 of African professionals achieve their target scores that will help them go ahead with their relocation or probably their study plan. I want to get the message that you can see on your screen. I've gotten to Canada. I finally got that admission. I want it for you too. So in the comment section, I just want you to comment, what's this area of struggle for you? Is it listening? Is it reading? Is it writing? Is it speaking? Tell me in the comment section, and go beyond that. Tell me what exactly are your struggles in that particular area. I'll see you in the comment section. Of course, I'll reply to you. See you in the next video. Bye for now.